It's an exciting moment, and especially this week on the social media, it has been about Tobi Amusan winning the Diamond League finals, and so many people have been rejoicing, talking about Tobi Amusan. After Tobi Amusan, some days after that win, there was this the AIU came up that they're going to appeal the decision that has given her go ahead that she's free of the allegations of a three whereabouts for tests, the tests they're supposed to give to her for athletes of our category. So we'll be looking at that. Also be looking at the National Youth Games. It's starting tomorrow. Though the main games start on the 22nd, but arrival time starts tomorrow, and that's going to be in Asaba. Okay, joining me to talk this interesting topic is Jide Alaka, editor with Premium Times. It's good to have you on the show, Jide.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome back. It's been a while, Jide. I'm sure a lot of them.
I missed our discussions. I've actually missed our discussions.
What did you say?
I've actually missed our discussions. You always try to pin some things on me, and that gets me thinking about what's right.
Okay. It shows that you are one of the experts when it comes to areas of sports. Your publications are everywhere, so no questions should come to you unawares. I'm also, our viewers are, I'm sure they're happy to see you back to talk about this. So let's go straight to Tobi winning that. After disappointment in Budapest, she was able to do this. So has she now become a queen of the 100 meters hurdles when it comes to who is leading? Though we know there's a Kamache queen there, but Tobi has proven over and over again. Tell us about her exploit and what we should expect from her.
Thank you very much, Shitu. Tobi has always been a queen. It's just a realization of her talent that is coming to the fore now. She's always been one of the best 100 meters hurdlers in the world. Time and chance and experience has brought her to where she is right now. Unfortunately, we are talking about AIU and all of the rest now, and there's a very, very profound fear that whatever has happened could be reversed and Tobi will be forced to miss the Paris Olympics. One sure banker that Nigerians are betting on for the next Olympics, which is next year in Paris, is that we will definitely, by God's grace, barring any unforeseen injuries and loss of form, the way Tobi is running right now, we know that Nigeria, if she is there, we will definitely have a finalist in one of the sprint events. But unfortunately, the AIU is trying to present a reversal that what they are saying is that they don't want to set a bad precedent, which I understand from a law point of view. Because any other thing that happens after this, Tobi's case will be used as a precedent for other people that will fall into this kind of category. I don't want to preempt it. Like you said, it's in a court of arbitration. Nobody can say anything right now until let's just wait for the end of the appeal. But I hope that they get it wrong and Tobi is in the right frame of mind to prepare for the Olympics where she can actually win gold at last.
Well said. I'm sure people want to know what constitutes that tribunal, because the same body that actually approved that she missed a whereabout test, and they decided that she's free. I'm sure a part of that group or that committee decide to appeal a decision of some of them in that same committee. How does it really work out? I mean, who are those taking this issue to the court of arbitration, who are saying that Tobi, there's still so much about Tobi than just to allow her go further? Is this the same AIU or some set of people within the committee?
There's the legal committee in the AIU, there's the arbitration. So they have different departments. Basically what is happening is trying to lay down the law on the basis of the facts that we have. Tobi missed 3 whereabout testings. We, in the rules and regulations of athletics, is that you would be suspended or banned for a period of time. Now, she made an appeal on the fact that the tester did not go through the correct procedures and processes, and they found a loophole. You know how the law works. If you can find a loophole in what has been laid down, there's every possibility that you will beat whatever charge that has been laid against you. So, but what the AI is trying to do now, they might still lose the case, but what they are saying is that they don't want to lose it just like that. They want to be seen as having done all to ensure that the law that was laid down was followed to the T. If they had a blame in part of it, then they would have to correct that going forward. For me, that's what I believe, that's what they are trying to do. That's what the law does. It goes to the finite sum to find out the littlest bit that was wrong so that that can be corrected going forward. And that's why I said I'm praying that they fall flat on their faces and that Tobi is free. Because what is incontrovertible is that Tobi did not fail any drugs test. Like she said, she's one of the most tested athletes on the circuit, and she's never been found wanting. This is a case of I changed apartments or whatever, and my team did not inform the AIU on time, and then the tester did not wait 1 hour or 2 hours before moving away from site. So we have all those things coming into play. But one thing is sure, Tobi has not infringed on any banned substance. This is about you were not found where you were supposed to be found while we wanted to test you. Now there was a loophole in it which Tobi exploited with our team and got free. Now all we can pray for is that that loophole is not closed on Tobi's case, that it is not used as that AIU is just trying to close that loophole for the future, for other future cases, and not really for Tobi's case.
Well said. And I unfortunately, you're not available. We are trying to reach you to tell us. People have given that report on. Do you think that first ban, that suspension, provisional suspension on Tobi Amusan, affected her performance in Budapest? I think when she came 6th or 4th in that, and she lost six. Thank you very much. She lost that because she. Yeah. So, do you think that provisional suspension affected her psychologically, or
definitely she too. And you could see the touchiness with which she attended to our interviews, even before the finals. You could see she was not her usual bubbly self. We know Tobi very well, and she's a human being, just like. Let me not digress too much. The case of Harry Maguire, England, and Manchester United. These guys are human beings. Yes, they earn big bucks, but that does not detract from the fact that they're human beings. All of us are affected by issues around us. All of us are affected by the environment around us. All of us are affected by the news around us. The threshold is what is different for every person. What I can take, if they put it on another person, that person might break. So for me, I know that maybe she was under pressure from the Nigerian whatever. If I was on her team, I would have advised her to actually withdraw from the World Championships. I would have advised that. Her name was cleared, but let her declare. The World Championships would have missed her presence if she had not been there. It's as simple as that. And they will have been wondering, oh, we wish she was here to race and give this race more gloss. I'm just saying, from my own perspective, I would have advised her to miss that World Championships.
Okay. Now let's look at it. We keep talking about Tobi, but there's also Ese Brume, also in the nights that she came, she won the silver medal in that championship. These two people have been doing so well, Tobi Amusan and Ese Brume. Ese Brume also, people say she's more consistent in even winning medals for Nigeria. But because maybe because Tobi is a gold medalist and a world champion, there's more such like. But Ese Brume has been doing so well. What can you tell us about Ese Brume how much she has also given herself to give us the silver medal in this championship, and a very good one for herself too.
Yeah, the most consistent feature of Nigerian athletics over the last 10 years has been Ese Brume. If not for this last World Championships where she did not win any medal, she has been consistent. If Nigeria was going to win one medal in every championship, it was going to be Brume. And I think, I don't know her personally, but from what I've seen, the demeanor and everything, she seems a very calm person. So that kind of human being, I always wish success for those kind of people. And you don't hear any bad news about her. You don't hear any pushback from anywhere. She just seems like she's just there, you know? And maybe for me, if I may be wrong saying this, maybe she's too humble. Maybe yes, she's a humble person, but maybe she's too humble, because I think that this is someone that should be on so many billboards in Nigeria. She's a cast iron role model for any business, any brand. She's so consistent that you are wondering, oh, how did this come to be? But one thing we have known over time is that we have this kind of, if you remember to the days of the Emos and all those guys ran for a long time, very consistent. The only thing that was missing then was medals from world championships but you know that these guys ran on circuits throughout the year to earn a living, not like other countries who gave their athletes grants towards championships so that they could rest and prepare thoroughly for championships. So for me, we're still in that case. Our athletes run throughout the year because that is their living. If we want to get to the next level, we have to get to the point where Tobi doesn't have to race in every meet. She chooses towards the Olympics where she wants to test herself, preparing ultimately for Paris to 2024. But like Shitu, you know, that is another discussion for another day.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Let's just leave. Yes.
Yeah, now let's we Nigerians, and I'm sure all athletes and fans of Tobi Amusan, we hope that the appeal on that should not be won by AIU. But peradventure, looking at both sides, what if she lost the appeal and the AIU have to uphold the court of arbitration or the next case? What do you think will really happen to her as a law?
I don't want to think like that. I don't want to think like that, Shitu. I don't even want to contemplate that, because it's too dire in Nigeria's sports lexicon at this point in time that Tobi Amusan be banned for any period of time. She's carrying a big flag. She's carrying she's carrying a lot for Nigeria right now. So for me, I can't even contemplate it. Let me not even go there. I've not thought. Yes, the inkling has come into my mind, and I've tried to wave it away and say that, okay, AIU, you are going to miss, but you are trying to close a loophole so that it doesn't happen. So next time that somebody falls into this kind of lacuna that Tobi fell into, that person is watertight. You can't escape.
Yeah,
that's what I'm praying for.
Yeah,
that's what I'm praying for.
Yeah. Also, let's not forget that you also made a case for the IAU that they also want to set the right precedent. So, yeah.
Yes.
And when we make a case for AIU, not only just because of Tobi, just because of the future, and AIU have been so standard in their procedure to ensure that dope cheats are always caught and nobody cheat, because even if you none. So I think both sides, we just hope that she comes out very well. She comes out bright. But now, beyond Tobi, what do you think is the AFN doing, or to have another Ese Brume, or what should they do? Because we don't know what they're doing right now. But as an advisor, as an expert in your field, what do you think the AFN should do to ensure that we have more Tobi Amusan and more Ese Brume and the likes of them? We keep saying Ese Brume and Tobi because they've won gold medals, but we have a lot of athletes in discourse, in shot put that are near. Sometimes they finish fourth, sometimes they finish sixth, sometimes they finish last, but they make many efforts of them. Many of them in shot put, in discus, and other field events. What do you think AFN should do to ensure that we just don't have one athlete at the limelight, just the way table tennis is just having just I don't know, cordial all the time in the limelight and all that. What do you think AFM should do so that when we are talking about Ese Brume, Tobi Amusan, we'll be talking about 4 or 5 in the likes of that category?
Well, very, very good question, Shito. Very good question. And to answer it is going to be able to throw stones to all of us. As you were asking that question, I was asking myself, when last did I go attend a school sports tournament? When last did I attend an under 15 and under 18 tournament? Or when last was one even done? A standard one was done. And maybe you can tell me when last, because you rove more than I do. But that's the question we all have to ask ourselves. If you're going to get more Tobis or more Brumes, one fact of the matter is that both of them were discovered in Nigeria. They were not born abroad. They were not born abroad. They were born in Nigeria, but they were trained abroad. So what is missing is replicating the kind of training that they were given abroad to the talents that we find here. The first thing is to even find the talents without bias, without hypocrisy, without using man, no man. That is our dictum in this area. Finding the right one at the right time. So that's why I'm asking you, and I'm asking myself, when last was there an under 15 national meet? You were talking about the National Youth Games. Now, the National Youth Games, would it be a standard tournament? I'm not going to be there, but like you have piqued my curiosity, so I'm going to ensure that I follow that very well. And the new youth, the sports minister has been talking so seriously about grassroots development, coaches development, blah, 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 blah. This is going to be a test case for everyone.
Okay.
Because we're still going to find talent in Asaba again, Shitu. Yeah. There will be talent again. The fact of the matter is, will they be the age that they claimed?
Okay, let me save Jide, let me save your energy for the next topic, which is on the youth games. But before we go into the next topic, let's allow our viewers to have a glimpse of the final, the Diamond League finals where Tobi triumphed, and the summary of the final, the Diamond League final, where other athletes did so well. When we come back, we still have Jide, and we'll be talking about the 2023 National Youth Games.